Tom McCarthy's latest, Spotlight, is a fantastic film about investigative journalism. Now, when you hear investigative journalism, you might think something on the level of tabloid investigative journalism or sensationalized investigative journalism, kind of like what you see on TMZ or Geraldo Rivera Investigates, or maybe even something you might see on the Fox News channel, which seems more sensationalized than news. But no, investigative journalism is more about the writers and reporters who beat the streets to get to the bottom of a corruption or scandal or any human interest story involving wrongdoing, and they're out there to blow the doors open so that the world can see just what is going on behind closed doors and who's behind it and who's to blame. I mean, it could be like, say, so-and-so investigating a parking ticket scandal where a city official is pocketing a dime for every ticket served, and the city government is losing hundreds, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars to this one person. And it's stuff like that that these writers are out there investigating and trying to follow up on. Now, Tom McCarthy's film follows Spotlight, which is the investigative team at the Boston Globe, and their efforts to uncover the Roman Catholic Church scandal. Now, earlier, the Roman Catholic Church scandal had mentions here and there in the news. It's like, oh, another priest was accused. It's like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. But no one had ever really dug deep enough to find out just what is the Roman Catholic Church doing about this, and who exactly is pulling the strings. Now, it was the Spotlight team that really, really dug deep and pulled back the veil and discovered there was so much more than just the molestation that was occurring. There was a lot more to this story than they originally thought, and it's their dogged determination that actually got them to the bottom of the story. Now, Spotlight features some fantastic writing and great direction and many outstanding performances in this ensemble. The film features Mark Ruffalo, Michael Keaton, Rachel McAdams, Liev Schreiber, who else? John Slattery, Brian D'Arcy James, Stanley Tucci, Billy Crudup, and the movie is just probably one of the best films about investigative journalism since Pakula's All the President's Men, which was about the Watergate scandal, starred Redford and Hoffman. You might think it probably might have more akin with, say, Billy Wilder's Front Page or Ron Howard's The Paper, but those were more about the paper and the people, but this one is more about the people and the investigation. Now, Spotlight unfolds like a whodunit, and just as each piece of the puzzle is put together, the film becomes more and more interesting because of the focus that it places on the characters. This is a true story, and basically you get into the psychology of each character and how they're coping with dealing with the fact that they're basically investigating the Roman Catholic Church. Many of the writers profess that they were either Catholic or lapsed Catholic or former Catholic, or basically everybody has religious ties, and not just those writers, but other people in the city, officials, editors, and lawyers, and basically everybody's saying, it's like, yeah, you shouldn't pursue this. You shouldn't pursue this. This is not worth it. Don't go after it. But fortunately, these writers kept at it and went after it and got the story and revealed the truth to the world. Other than the fact that this movie is just a finely written film, paced well and sensitively directed. I mean, it doesn't dwell on the pain and the suffering that these people were put through, and it really, really just basically presents the facts, and the performances tell the tale. there's going to be a lot of Oscar buzz on this film, I'm for sure, and probably Mark Ruffalo, amongst all, is probably going to find himself getting nominated again, be it for actor or supporting actor. Supporting actor, my guess. But he was great. Everybody was actually really, really good in this film. So, if you want to see a really, really good film about investigative journalism, I highly recommend Spotlight. Not even just about a film about journalism, just a great film overall. I would give Spotlight a 9 out of 10. It was engrossing, well acted, directed, nicely written, and it's very topical and moving. And it is definitely one worth seeing. So, Spotlight, a 9 out of 10. It's currently in theaters now. So, if you like my review, please hit that like button below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of my reviews as they come in. So, what say you? Have you seen Spotlight? Were you interested in seeing Spotlight? Were you around when this actually occurred, and were you following the story as it unfolded back in 2001 and 2002? I'd be very curious to know, so please comment below. So, until next time, be excellent to each other.